Hi everyone. As you did see in the title, I have some exciting news, which is that my channel is in a book, and a really good book at that. So this is called The Small Stuff: How to Lead a More Gratifying Life by Bogost. Okay, so this book is about finding ways to live a more gratifying life in the present moment, like noticing the feeling of the steering wheel while you're driving, or the ice in your drink while you're drinking. It sort of explains how you can live a more gratifying life right away with these small everyday moments that we all experience and live through on a day-to-day. So it says, a joyful defense of life's little delights. And the world tells us that the path to happiness is to go bigger in every way, in everything. Experiences, success, consumption, all of it. The small stuff. Bogost shows us why this is the wrong approach to the good life, that the secret lies in discovering life's little delights. Bogost makes the liberating case that the material world is teeming with unexpected opportunities for life-enhancing sensory pleasure, and that all we need to do is allow ourselves to experience them. It is a call to rediscover the quiet joys woven into everyday routines. Bogost argues that in our rush towards efficiency and digital convenience, we've lost touch with the tangible world. So, just a little bit about the author before I go into where I am in the book. He's a writer, a professor, a game designer, and he's a contributing writer at The Atlantic. So he's done quite a lot. I was watching an interview on him that he was in preparation for this video, and paraphrasing here, but I think he was saying it's important to him to study, or what he's doing in everything that he does is studying and making experiences, looking at ordinary objects and practices, and looking at how do people make meaning from the world around them. Which I love that so much, and I'm sure many of you know, if you have been here for a while, that is something I like to breathe into my channel, and a core foundation of Terra ASMR. So yes. So I am in this book along with a fellow ASMR artist, who you probably will all know, who is GB ASMR. We're in a chapter called get a haircut every day. Get a haircut every day. So here, chapter 13, get a haircut every day. As he specifically talks about the video where I fold towels, but he does go into a lot more. We did an interview, obviously, for the book, so I feel very proud and really excited and honored to be part of this book, and I had to share it with you guys. I don't want to get emotional, but it's really cool seeing something of yours in the material. But yeah, it's a beautiful read. It's a really good way to ground yourself back into the physical world and remind yourself of how easy it is to have a relationship with the world around you. So I want to talk about a few things. I have a couple of notes before I go into looking at the book and some other things. I think you guys will like what I want to do for this video, which is sort of exploring some everyday objects in the way that he says in this book to do. So one of the important things that he talks about in the book is a word called dematerialization, which is becoming disconnected from your sense of connection to the physical world. So that's something that he argues is that has happened to us in the everyday life, just through things like, the phone and everything becoming simpler and more efficient. We've lost this sort of tactile engagement with the physical world that has effects on us. So he talks about ways to, bring back this materialization, which is why he talks about ASMR artists, because one thing that we do in the ASMR world is we really feel the object. How does it feel? I can feel this book cover, and I think the font feels different than the cover. Even down here and on the side. How does it sound? This sounds different than this. And the sound of the pages. Flipping. And everybody knows that book smell. But yes, so a few other things I wrote. He talks about how there's different ways to contentment. So there is happiness, satisfaction, but there's also gratification. And that's what he talks about, how really feeling the objects around you or getting a sense of satisfaction from painting something, and how that can lead to more gratification. And he says gratification, he calls it the sensory enchantment of everyday life. many of you, I think one of you has even said magic in the mundane, tranquility in the ordinary. These are all sort of things that run in a parallel line. So, I don't know, it's very exciting when things, I'll try to relax a bit more. When things align like that, it's nice. And it's nice to see other people who sort of care about these things as well. And I wanted to say, GB's part in the book is really good too. She talks about role plays in a way that I never thought about before, and it actually inspired me to start doing more role plays. So yeah, I really encourage you guys, if you want to read this book, it's really nice in a way to get more in touch with the world. And of course, if you want to support me or GB, it's very exciting. Let me see if I think I have one more thing to say that I wrote in my notes here. So this is a little bit paraphrasing from an interview he was in. He says, ASMR creators are heroes for drawing attention to what it looks like when you treat ordinary objects with respect. Your relationship to these objects change, and you get a depth and breadth of the universe around us. So it's very beautiful. And I will also link different things in the description that sort of play on this, like beauty of the ordinary, like The Office. I'm actually watching right now, and they do a good job of that in the show. There's other channels that I watch where they make the ordinary objects extraordinary, and I will add that, so if you guys want to look at that, okay. So now I'm going to pay a lot of attention to some objects now to sort of celebrate the philosophy behind this book. So I have some ordinary objects here, like a piece of paper, a mug, a pencil, and a towel, and I'm going to explore these objects. Treat them with respect. What I really like about this book right away is the orange. It's so beautiful. Then he has the font in this different texture, so it is tactile. Then we have this little alarm clock and this nail on top. And I want to show you with the cover off. Such a beautiful and vibrant orange. The small stuff. Oh, I should say too, this is not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to make a video on it. Anyways, so it's beautiful orange color. Then as you open, pages are looking quite fresh, intact. I like to pay attention to the feel of the paper and the book. I think reading is one of the ways to get that relationship back with the physical. Reading real paper books. So this is the book, and I'm really happy to share it with you guys. Okay? And I'm going to now go into some of the assortment of everyday objects I have here. And we're going to just really examine them, look at them. They feel, how they sound. Okay. I have paper towel. I've got 2 pieces here. Towel, it's quite thick. And it is textured. The surface is not flat. So you can see all the lines and designs. All the indents, and I think this is what makes it an absorbing material. The back is different. I think this is one of the best sounds, actually. You don't hear it a lot. This one is white. It's like a very frosted, cool-toned white. And yes, we use it to mark objects. Everyday paper towel. Now, kitchen towel. This is a green and white striped towel. It's very thin white lines. It's fairly soft. It is cotton. And it is just the average size. And it is quite thin. It's not like a fluffy towel or anything, because it's for the kitchen. So, it's a kitchen towel. Oh, and it's got the hook here, so you can hook it onto a doorknob. And we use these every day. Wash, dry our hands, clean up messes. Sometimes we cook and we, do one of these. So. Kitchen towels. Okay, what else do I have here? I have some cotton balls. So it feels very soft. It's an interesting texture because it's a bit firm, but you can pull it apart. Now it sounds like packing snow. Kind of. So they can be small in a ball shape, or these are quite absorbent as well. They're soft on the skin. You can use them to do your nails. makeup. And other things. It's very soft. Okay. Coffee mug. Now this one is a little bit, scratched up. It's been one of my favorite mugs for a while, so but just as regular design, I heart NY. Handle is of a regular shape. Feels just that regular cooling porcelain. Of course, you can hear the sound of something pouring into it. Something most of us do every day. And one of my favorite feelings is the warmth of a mug. Yeah, when there's hot coffee or hot tea. It's, top 10 experiences in life. I've always had a thing for mugs. It sounds kind of weird, but they bring me joy, and I think it's because I hold that experience when I look at them. So the shape of a mug. I like that you can look at a mug and you just right away you know what it is, and I don't know, there's something so comforting about even the shape of the 3D object of a mug. I've thought about getting a little mug tattoo. And the steam. Yeah. This one. We have a keyboard. And pushing the buttons. Why is it so satisfying to type? I remember when I was in grade school, we had this program that would teach us how to type. Oh my gosh. I remember it. It was called All the Right Type. And you would have a line of words or letters, and you would just the small dog. The cat is orange. The sky is blue. Enter, 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 caps locks. Terra ASMR. keyboard has the numbers over here. It's got the up and down and side arrows and some more options up here. And you also have the numbers all along the top. You've got tab and caps lock and the space bar. And all your regular symbols like shift, exclamation. So this is just regular keyboard, and it's in this soft black, and it is Logitech. The sound is so comforting. I love hearing people typing in a distance or in the same room as me. It's the same as hearing the next item. It's the sound of someone flipping through the newspaper. What's in the news today? Well, this is just a flyer, but the sound is someone just slowly flipping through the newspaper. It's so comforting. And the feeling of newspaper. I like when someone does that. But I always flip to the crosswords, the puzzles. That comforting sound of a newspaper. And the last one of the most ordinary objects. Just a simple piece of paper. It is just a simple white rectangle sheet of paper. It's very thin, and you can fold it. You can do many things. I remember back in grade school, I would fold these into fans, gosh, what do you call them? Where you ask a question and it says yes, no, or whichever. I forget what they're called. If you know what they're called, please tell me. Just an ordinary piece of paper. And I will end this with saying a quote from The Office, since we're on paper here. There's a lot of beauty in ordinary things. Isn't that kind of the point? Okay, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for watching and listening, and yes, very exciting news. I hope this helped you feel a little bit closer to the world around you.